Okay, I believe I am live. On all channels. Alright, on all channels, I believe I'm live. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, we have 2 different views. Perfect. Yeah. Alright, nice. We got everything to work. Let me just send out these messages for the live stream. There you go, live on all platforms. Alright, so today we are going to be continuing the puzzle. We are going to be continuing the puzzle. We are going to be continuing the mushrooms puzzle. Currently we still have the frame mostly figured out, not in its entirety, but I am still trying to figure out certain things for it. Perfect. We already got a good start. We already got a couple people's pieces already in place. Look at that. Look at that. I'm already on a roll. I'm crazy. Look at that. That's like already a whole section almost pretty much all done. But that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. I'm also going to be discussing some specific things about Trust Plus and the company that we work for. Just trying to see of kind of like how everything is going to be working in terms of like our camera gear, in terms of our software. So in total, what our software is going to be trying to become is mostly going to be software based and AI based rather than hardware based. So majority of what we're trying to do is that we're trying to get different cameras kind of like GoPros and things like that to try and work together and to actually make a work together and create its own like kind of like social platform, kind of like Twitch, YouTube, and that's why I'm live on all these different places, is because I'm trying to like make everything exactly like I'm trying to replicate it. And there we go. So pretty much what the major part of work we're going to be trying to do is mostly going to be sending out kits, kind of like boxes with all the gear they would need. Something that is like some sort of like satellite or something to bring along. That way, it's able to send all the data it needs to take it to bring it to, what is it called? Like the different servers that we're going to have. We haven't figured out in total, at least not that I know how we're going to be doing like the servers and things like that. But that's just because of what I don't know about. Doesn't mean it's not happening. Just means that I myself don't know about it. But in all fairness, what we're going to be trying to do is just creating a social media type of platform. I've already said that. But we're going to be sending out a bunch of cameras. It's going to be in these boxes. And basically, they're going to be like GoPros, things like that. And we're going to be sharing them with different plumbers and different people and stuff like that, in order for them to be able to capture their own footage, and basically they will take it inside. I've already seen a bunch of plumbers already do this and just workers in general. Actually, if you haven't seen them, which I would be very surprised if you haven't, there are a lot of like different like TikTok channels and stuff like that trying to like record on top like while they're working in like different like fast food restaurants. One, to gain a bigger income, but also I think also to keep them accountable at some rate. And and so pretty much being like consistent with the workers and quality control is mostly what we're going to be doing with these cameras. A lot of quality control, as well as figuring out like insurance issues if there are, like making sure that like the customer, the employee, and the company are all protected. That way, and also it's pretty much all Trust Plus is going to be is filtering out the bad / half-assed companies. And that's exactly what we're trying to do. And there's going to be a lot of, how do I say this? A lot of, I guess a lot of different channels. And things like that. Oh, I completely forgot. I didn't set the timer. Huh, you're not getting video on Twitch? It says that it's live. And it says, like... Huh. Yeah, it says it's consistent. And it says that it has 0 unstable events. So I'm not entirely sure of what you mean. However, let me just look closer at the Twitch inspection. I'm not sure why it's not working for you. But let me actually start this timer. That way I can actually... Here we go. Here we go. And start timer. There we go. All right, everything should now be counting. That's good. Perfect. You might just have to refresh your page. I'm not entirely sure as of why it won't allow you to view it on Twitch. It says that it's active. It says that it's working. Not entirely sure as of why it's not working for you. I just realized this entire section is on the wrong side. Oh my gosh, we finished the frame. I don't know why. Are you saying I'm lying, JK? However, back to what I was trying to discuss, is that there definitely has to be like a lot of like it's gonna be a lot of accountability, and also beforehand before we go, because this is going into someone's home. This isn't like going into like a place of business. There has to be a prior agreement about like there's about a 2-second lag with YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, Twitch is a lot more on top of like the soonest like availability for like streams and stuff, and but yeah, it's gonna be inconsistent. But Twitch has literally put everything they can into making it the fastest processing they could, which is why YouTube and Facebook have like a 2-second delay. Even though I'm streaming directly to YouTube, and technically Twitch and Facebook are even secondary. So if I had put Twitch first, it probably would have been like around like a 3-second difference in delay. But like they have put like a lot into like what's in their program. Boom, there we go. What else do I need to discuss about? Oh yeah. So there needs to be like a process of like agreement with the customer beforehand, being like, hey, by the way, we're going to be recording inside of your home for quality assurance and stuff like that. Do you consent to that? Because like some people that we've even talked to are like, no, I don't want people coming into my home and being like, no, I don't want them like recording inside my home, which is a reasonable response. Like, don't get me wrong. Uh, but like after like explaining like, hey, this is like this is the reason as of why we're doing it, it's probably gonna go a lot better in their head. It's like it's gonna go in a lot like not simpler, but a lot less alarming in their head. If I was also to discuss anything else about the company, I'd probably have to like call into not call into question, but but like discuss of what would happen while they're recording. And so the main reason of why they would be recording is that the plumbers would be like or any other service like provider would be like, hey, this is what exactly is the problem, and they have to try and explain it into simple terms. And I think that's going to be a huge like issue with quality, is making sure that what's being communicated is in simple terms, because I know that a lot of people, particularly the elderly, are mostly taking advantage of in like that situation. And that's like a problem we're trying to solve. However, we can't entirely keep it accountable, and saying like and then saying like, oh, like if you look at this like the thingamabobby and you switch that up, it's not gonna be entirely like like uh like transparent with them. And also there is gonna be like an AI like real time like transcript. So while that person is talking, it's not only just it's not only just going to be uh, it's not only just going to be that the person talking. There's also going to be like a huge like transcript in which will also be sent to you, and will also show a an AI kind of like summarizing of exactly what they talked about, and just sending it to you as a transcript rather than you needing to watch the entire video to know of exactly what type of work they did and stuff like that. But it is most definitely going to be very important that everyone is getting like the quality of service that they deserve. And I fully believe that there needs to be some sort of quality control with the service industry, just because there's not. And you hear so many stories of mechanics taking advantage of people. um, and so I feel like it would put so many more people at ease, knowing that people aren't creating more problems just for profit, uh, but instead actually trying to help you like help you like fix the problem. Hmm. Something with a 2. I'm trying to look for something with a 2. Ah, here we go. Let's see. What else may I discuss? Oh, yeah, I can also probably talk about the cameras. So they're mostly going to be a set of cameras, probably around, it's going to be in sets of 2, 3, and 4, depending on the severity of the job, and also there needs to be, they're also going to be, like, the charging stations, like, the box is also itself going to be a charging station. Because for majority of service trucks and things like that, they already have, like, outlets inside in order to, like, make sure that they can charge their tools and things like that. And most things are going to be carrying, like, those sort of like things. So. But I am definitely excited for how we're probably gonna do the cameras. Most likely, because like we're gonna have to figure out so many different issues with like the cameras. Like, how is the charging port gonna be going? How are we gonna ensure that it's gonna be like 12 maybe plus hours of it not needing to charge? And what we're probably gonna be doing, if I actually had to explain this, so it's most likely going to be inside like a little capsule, most likely like in kind of like this, where it's going to be weatherproof, waterproof, and everything, because we don't know where these people are going. We don't know like what kind of situation they're going to be going in. They also need to be shockproof as well. So they need to be like there needs to be like a big like bottom where it's all just an entire battery, and on top is going to be the actual camera. And so what they can all pretty much just do is just pop out like a little like stand and just screw it into the bottom, and you can just put this anywhere, like as I showed in last stream. Like, you're able to put the cameras on like a little stand, like how I have like this camera over here. I'll show it again just for context. So there's this stand where basically it can hold a camera, and it makes it real simple in order to just carry out like everything you need to put it. You can wrap it around things and make sure that it needs to go wherever it needs to. It can create a stand on its own and everything, and you can put it in high places. You can wrap it around items and different ledges, and so it will never move once it's in place. And so it makes it extremely easy for it to be like placed and then be able to like just pretty much just stay there.
And that extra long gooseneck with a clamp was most useful.
Yeah, that too. It does need to have like a little clamp as well.
Look at that. It's all coming together.
I should probably have the camera closer so that way you can actually see the puzzle. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I think I set the bit rate. I think I know why Twitch isn't working because I think I set the bit rate high enough for YouTube, but too high for Twitch because it does require a lower bit rate. I forgot about that. That's my fault.
Stupid, we don't train softies over here.
That's true. That's true. Where does 13 go? Where does it go? There we go. Goes like right over here. Boom.
Where's the best place to train our other videographers? Best place to train is in person on the field. That's where you're gonna want to best train your people. Is that you want them to know of what to expect, to know of where we need to go. Recruit. Well, I guess to recruit them, there's a couple places where you can most likely recruit them at you can probably recruit a lot of them if they're in the college industries, and for job postings, like actual jobs and not unpaid internships. You would probably be looking actually at Indeed and all of those different hosting sites, because a lot of videographers are very tech savvy, because of the need of needing to do you're going to want to most likely put it online, because that's where a lot of videographers are going to be, because of their history in tech support and stuff like that, because they're constantly needing to fix their own cameras and things like that. So I would definitely recommend starting there. The place where I really got started a lot was actually through a lot of small a lot of small side projects for a lot of like freelance sites and stuff like that, of looking for like, hey, I'm looking for a quick edit and stuff like that. So you can also like put together a listing for internship and also paid position, please. Yeah, making sure that we, if we do both, it's definitely a smart idea. Tell them we want to hire them for a specific number of jobs, etc. 720 feet good enough, you think? I was thinking higher. No, I'm kidding. No, I think that's plenty. I think that's plenty for definitely a good starting point. Then as more and more jobs get introduced. 720p as in like the resolution for video. Yeah, I mean that should be plenty good enough. A lot of like industry standard for a lot of video is 1080p, but most likely because we're going out into the field and it's not going to be a lot of information and data being sent out, especially if you're going to like a very like enclosed space, like for instance under a house. It's not going to be very good, and I recommend that we probably lower the resolution. That way we don't have to send as much information into the web as we would need to standardly. Like for a video and stream like this, yes, 1080p is definitely the like remote standard that we would need to do it. Like trying to get a low bandwidth as possible and have higher dynamic range. Yeah, that would probably be a good sweet spot. Also, 480p would also be a really good point. It doesn't need to be the latest and greatest resolution. And on like a phone view, which most of our customers would probably be viewing, 480p is definitely more than enough because most phones are not in like 1080p or 4K. A lot of them are actually in 720p. And you can't really tell the difference if it's like a slightly lower resolution, at least not from a phone view unless you zoom in. So Drop them the pieces. There you go. I think 480 might be too low unless it's close up. That's true. That's true. I'm saying like for like the camera that the people are taking inside, like they had like the crawl space in places like that. Might do a variable resolution in the future depending on connectivity settings. I'm doing a guide of the following: wearable mounted multi-camera. Yeah, definitely a body mounted and also a tripod. Oh, inspection cameras for tight spaces. Yes, there also needs to be some sort of connectivity with. You're probably gonna have to contact some of the wire camera companies, because there needs to be a way to probably connect our software to those cameras, so that way they are going inside of like the pipes and they can be shown of exactly what is happening, instead of I mean, that would be more of a convenience thing, because the person on the body camera can also still show what's being shown on the camera screen of like that, and just show like what's on there. But eventually that would be nice. We're actually getting pretty close to finishing this entire puzzle. Battery powered and portable internet options, cellular connections using hotspots. Yep. Cloud backup storage, automatically backup review compliance, and cloud archives. Yep, absolutely. Professional quality reliability. You're the guy that's gonna reach out to them? Yeah, I can probably reach out to them. See if I can come to some sort of deal. We need some sort of middle ground for them. I'm not entirely sure of what at this point we can really offer them, apart from maybe just until we get bigger at least. Like, because then we can offer them being like, hey, if we're gonna be connecting to them, like, hey, this is like, we right now are industry standard, like, you guys need to partner with us, or because of like or else we can probably just go out to one of your competitors and be like, hey, they partnered with Trust Plus, like. I like the way you're thinking and talking. Thank you. Appreciate that. When you come up with an API standard for sharing footage, yeah, we do. Absolutely. You're so close to finishing up this puzzle. All right. There's the last piece. Boom. That is the entire puzzle finished. There's the entire piece finished. And now we can also show it off to the camera. Boom. A couple pieces fell off. It's fine. But look at that. But eventually all good things need to come to an end. So, no, you're not gonna work. You're not gonna work. All right, fine. All right, thank you so much for everyone who joined me. I do need to be leaving, so I thank you for coming on this ride with me. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it. We finished this. I believe last time was 1 hour and 7 minutes. So let's see. Let's bring up the timer and pause the timer. So I think we finished this in 2 hours and 52 minutes. That's crazy. 2 hours 52 minutes. All right. Thank you guys, everyone, for watching, and yeah, I'll see you later.